Hi, welcome to I Like Learning Korean. Today we're going to learn how to conjugate some simple verbs and answer the question, what are you doing now?
지금 뭐 해요?
So let's look at some examples first up. I am eating a meal.
밥을 먹어요.
I am reading a book.
책을 읽어요.
So basically, to conjugate a verb or an adjective in the present tense polite form, we need to add either 아요, 어요, or 해요. So for example, I am going to school.
학교에 가요.
I am eating a meal.
밥을 먹어요.
Pap is technically rice, but here in this sentence it's used to mean a meal. So let's have a look how to conjugate these verbs. Now, if the verb or adjective ends with a vowel that is either a or o, then we need to add ayo. So for example, the verb to go, 가다, if we ignore the da at the end, then the final vowel is an a. So for 가다, we add ayo. And for oda, it ends with an o, so we also add ayo. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so the dictionary form is 가다, and then when we remove da and we check which vowel it is. Okay, it's an a, so we need to add ayo. And the next step is we can't really say ka-a-yo. So when there's two vowels, normally we need to contract them, put them together. So ka-a-yo becomes kayo. So if it helps you, you can think about it as three steps. First of all, you need to remove da. Then second, you need to check what ending do you need to put. Is it ayo, oyo, or heo? And third, you need to contract if there's two vowels together. Okay, so 가다 becomes 가요. What about oda? So first we remove da, and then we look at o, and the last vowel is an o, so we need to add ayo. Well, when we add o plus ayo, we need to add put together the o and the a, and then the o plus a becomes wa. So oda becomes wayo. Wayo. All right, let's have some practice. Now, how do we conjugate 가다? 가요. What about 사다? 사다 means to buy. Remove the da, add ayo, contract a becomes 사요, to buy. 만나다 means to meet, so we remove da, we add ayo, we contract it becomes 만나요. 오다 to come, remove da, add ayo, becomes 와요. 보다 means to see. Remove da, add ayo because it's an o again. So o, we need to add ayo at the end to conjugate it, and then we contract it becomes 보아요. All right, everyone, you can go through, you can practice these conjugations for yourself. Pause the video and then listen to the pronunciation.
가다, 가요. 오다, 와요. 보다, 봐요. 사다, 사요. 만나다, 만나요.
All right, the next one is oyo. So if the final vowel of the verb or adjective is not a or o, so for all other verbs, we need to add oyo. Except there's one more exception, which we'll see next. But for now, we're adding oyo to the verb. So for example, in the verb to eat, 먹다, if we ignore the da, then the final vowel is an o, so we need to add oyo. or 읽다, the final vowel is an E, so we need to add oyo. Let's have a look. Okay, so 먹다, to eat. We remove da. We check what the vowel is, it's an O. So we add oyo, becomes 먹어요. 읽다, remove da. Check what the vowel is, it's an E. We add oyo. So here becomes 읽어요. 배우다, to learn. We remove da. We check the final vowel, which is an U, and we add oyo. But we don't really say 배우어요. We need to contract the two vowels together, so it becomes 배워요. U plus O becomes 워, 배워요. 가르치다, to teach. So we remove da. Then we check the final vowel is an E, so we add oyo. But we don't really say 가르치어요. We need to put E and O together. And it becomes 가르쳐요. E plus O becomes 요, 쳐요. Okay, let's have some practice. So as you're watching the video, see if you can get the right answer. 먹다, remove da, add oyo, becomes 먹어요. 읽다, remove da, add oyo, becomes 읽어요. 배우다, remove da, add oyo, becomes 배워요. 마시다, to drink. Remove da, add oyo, E plus O becomes 요. So we have 마셔요. Alright, everyone go through and practice and see if you can read all of the verbs in the conjugative form and then listen to check the pronunciation.
먹다, 먹어요. 읽다, 읽어요. 배우다, 배워요. 마시다, 마셔요. 가르치다, 가르쳐요.
Okay, so the final one is when the verb is 하다, to do, the present tense polite form is 해요. So we remove da and we change it to 해요. It's pretty simple. So here, 일 means work, 일하다 means to work. So it's kind of changing this noun into a verb. So 일하다 is the dictionary form, and then we change it to 일해요, to work. Okay, let's practice. 일하다. Remove the 하다 and add 해요, 일해요. 공부하다, which means to study. Remove 하다 and add 해요, 공부해요. 운동하다 means to exercise. 운동해요. 수영하다 means to swim. Becomes 수영해요. It's really simple. 전화하다 means to call someone on the phone. Becomes 전화해요. So you can memorize all of these verbs and then remember how to conjugate them in the present tense polite form. So here's some verbs to practice.
공부하다, 공부해요. 운동하다, 운동해요. 일하다, 일해요. 수영하다, 수영해요. 전화하다, 전화해요.
So here are some sentences, so you can practice reading them out yourself and then listen to the exact pronunciation.
먹어요?
네, 먹어요.
공부해요?
네, 공부해요. So here in these sentences, you can see that to make it a question, you don't actually have to change anything in the sentence except the inflection at the end. So 공부해요 means I'm studying, because you don't really need to put the subject if it's obvious that it's you who is the one who is studying. But if you want to make it a question, you just need to inflect up at the end of the sentence. 공부해요? 네, 공부해요.
운동해요?
네, 운동해요.
전화해요?
네, 전화해요. Alright, let's see if we can make these into some conversations.
지금 일해요?
네, 일해요. 아니요, 공부해요. 지금 일해요?
아니요, 요리해요. 지금 뭐 해요?
일해요. 지금 요리해요?
아니요, 쇼핑해요. 지금 뭐 해요?
사과를 사요.
So if we look at a summary of today's lesson, when we want to conjugate a verb or an adjective into the present tense polite form, first we remove da from the dictionary form. Second, we check whether it ends with the vowel a or o, and then we can see whether we need to add ayo, oyo, or heyo. Then once we've added that ending and we've contracted any vowels that we need to contract, then that becomes our conjugated present tense polite form of the verb. Everyone, good job. Thank you for listening to this video. And if you have any questions or if you want more information, you can check out the links in the description below.